Chicken Range! This isn't the first time I played one of these chicken shooting games. The first time I played this type of game was Chicken Blaster in episode 4 of my Bargain Bin series. I really don't get why they keep making games where it's your job to shoot chickens. Do they think it makes for a cute shooter? Killing defenseless chickens? I guess it's a statement on using chickens for meat and them getting even. But where's my fish shooter or my cow shooter? Why is it always chickens? Now this comes in 2 versions. One which has the base game, or you can get the deluxe version like I did, which comes with a blaster attachment. It looks like a shotgun where you have to put your right Joy-Con in the bottom to make your trigger, and the left one on the top to do nothing. I have no idea why it's even there. Maybe it's supposed to use to maneuver the gun into positions on the screen? If it is, it fails miserably because this game is unplayable if you just use the shotgun peripheral. Because everything is the opposite of the direction that you're actually trying to do. So I have to think, if I want to shoot this way, I gotta go the other direction. I don't get it at all. They do give you instructions on how to play the game. It lasts about maybe 3 seconds and is super confusing. You might have thought they'd use the IR camera to help with aiming, but that's on the right Joy-Con, which is used for the trigger. And it's also completely blocked to the barrel. I do have to wonder if they even tested this. I know for a fact that they realized their mistake with this gun, because with the re-release of this, they're actually swapping the positions of the Joy-Cons. The barrel is still blocked, so the IR camera is not going to be useful, but at least they fixed it. So I decided what would happen if I actually swapped my Joy-Cons around. And guess what? Still completely unplayable. And also in this new re-release, you only get a digital code, so you won't get a cartridge like I did, which sucks. I'm sure a bunch of people are going to be telling me not to lose that box and peripheral and cartridge, as it might be worth something someday. And trust me, I know I'm going to get these emails, because I still get comments to this day about my cyber bike, and if I still have it, since apparently it's a rare item and worth something. Well, the bike broke, so I guess it's worth nothing. So I threw it out. I still have the disc for the game. Anyways, luckily you can play the game with 2 other modes, touchscreen and stick controls. To even play this for review, I switched it to stick controls, and that was actually playable, but not much better. The game itself is just firing at chickens until they fill up the screen with eggs that they shoot at you. It's as boring as it sounds. It's also way harder than you might expect. They expect you to get to a certain number of points to progress to the next level. And I can see kids not being able to pass it due to the bad controls and unnecessary play areas. What I mean by the unnecessary play areas is that you're actually expected to move the screen over a few feet to shoot chickens before they shoot eggs at you. There is no reason for this other than making it annoying. Just keep everything on one screen. Now you can't clear out the screen of eggs with a can of Shino, so you're going to want to save that until the screen is almost filled. You'll also get weapon refills occasionally, which will also refill your Shino as well. They oddly have the most realistic weapons to choose from. Sure, there are crazy ones, but you start off with photorealistic guns. You have to choose 3 guns, and you're going to want the automatics, because once you run out of those, it's just a button masher, and becomes even more tedious to play. You can apparently play this in multiplayer, but it shouldn't shock you that no one wanted to play this with me, so I couldn't test it. There is also a bonus game, which is just Flappy Bird, because why not? It was more fun than the main game, but that's not saying much. Chicken Range has to be one of the worst games I played this year. I don't know if it's going to be the worst I reviewed this year, as I don't go back and look at my old reviews until the end of the year. But it wouldn't surprise me if this was number 1. The graphics looked awful, the peripheral was just garbage, the controls were terrible, and even for free, it's not worth it. I think it's trying to replicate an arcade shooter for kids, and the problem is it's just boring and not fun to play. So I would just skip this game completely.